Beautiful parliament buildings in the world. 1. The Hungarian Parliament, Budapest. The Hungarian Parliament is the seat of the National Assembly of Hungary. It resides on the bank of the Danube River, and is one of Budapest's most famous landmarks. Construction began in 1885 and ended in 1904, and today the building is still the largest in Hungary and tallest in Budapest. It is also one of Europe's oldest legislative buildings. 2. The Palace of Westminster, London. The Palace of Westminster is the meeting place of the Houses of Parliament of the United Kingdom, which are the House of Commons and the House of Lords. The palace resides on the bank of River Thames, and along with the famous Big Ben, they are one of London's best attractions and one of Europe's most famous monuments. 3. The Capitol, Washington, D.C. The United States Capitol is the seat of the United States Congress, located on top of Capitol Hill. Construction began in 1793 and was completed in 1800. 4. The Reichstag, Berlin. Since 1999 the Reichstag it is once again the meeting place of the German Parliament, the Bundestag, the constitutional and legislative body in Germany. The Reichstag originally opened in 1894, and the building goes hand in hand with the history of Germany during the last 120 years. Tourists can visit, for free, but need to book in advance, the glass dome of the Reichstag, one of the recommended attractions in Berlin. 5. Centre Block, Ottawa. The Parliament of Canada sit is the Canadian Parliamentary Complex on Parliament Hill in Ottawa, Ontario. The Centre Block is the main building of that complex. It houses the House of Commons and Senate chambers, as well as many offices of senators, members of Parliament and senior administration for both legislative houses. The main architectural feature of Centre Block is the Peace Tower, a huge clock tower that stands in the middle of the building. 6. The Secretariat Building, New Delhi. The Secretariat Building is the seat of the Cabinet Secretariat, which administers the Government of India. Built in the 1910s, the Secretariat buildings are actually two blocks, North Block and South Block, of symmetrical buildings. 7. Binnenhof, The Hague, Netherlands. The Binnenhof is the oldest parliament building still in use. The Binnenhof is a complex of buildings that were first built in the 13th century, and became the political center of the Dutch Republic in 1584. Today it is the meeting place of both houses of the Netherlands, as well as the office of the Prime Minister and the Ministry of General Affairs. 8. The Palace of Parliament, Bucharest. The Palace of Parliament building houses both chambers of the Romanian Parliament. The palace is the largest parliament building in the world, largest civilian building with an administrative function, not counting factories etc., most expensive administrative building and even heaviest building. Construction of the palace started in 1984 and completed in 1997. 9. Houses of Parliament, Cape Town. The Houses of Parliament of South Africa consists of three sections built in different times: original building from the end of the 19th century, second building from the 1920s, and the final building built in the 1980s. The complex houses the two houses of South Africa, the National Assembly and the National Council of Provinces. 10. Beehive, Wellington, New Zealand. The Beehive is the executive